And we are live.
Yes, we hear live. I love the sound of hearing we are live all the time. Hello, everyone. Greetings to you all across the globe. Greetings to all of our followers, all of our, ardent folks out there. We really appreciate your likes and, your feedbacks on our pages. Thank you so much. My name is Modupe and I'm all the way from California. And today, as usual, I have with me this, amiable ladies of, many virtues. Adebola Kolaole, all the way from New York. Muturayo Emily, also from Houston, Texas. And of course, we'll have an individual joining us very shortly in person of Omolara Oti. She's going to join us very shortly. And thank you for those who have been following us through, following our episode. And today, we bring you something, of very, interesting topic and also an eye opener that has a very, important value to add to you. And we hope you will sit back and you will join us in it. And so many people, are of the opinion that you as an individual or people as an individual need to usually, start things from the scratch. And so that is the particular point we are tilting towards today. People say, it's better off I just want to start my thing from the scratch. I want to be that innovator. I want to be that world acclaimed individual that people know out there. I want to get a medal to myself. And so while some other individuals will be like, you know what, I could leverage on other people, who probably have already started. And so that is where we'll be looking at today. And we would like for you to, join us in this journey. And I just want to welcome Omolara Oti for joining us. Thank you, Omolara.
Sorry, I'm late.
That's okay. And we're just about to start. And so to our audience, we'll take a round robin and I'll ask from the ladies. In no particular order, Muturayo, can you tell our audience who is a pioneer? What does it mean to be a pioneer?
Well, my dear, thank you. Good evening to you all, and thank you once again for making it a wonderful time with us this evening again. Well, I would say to my understanding, I'm not here to give a dictionary meaning or to anybody's meaning. I want to give you and I, layman, everyday people's definition to this, right? A pioneer, to my understanding, is that person that is interested in starting from the base, from the scratch. Okay? You want to go ahead to find out where you have to start from, who you have to start from with, and everything, and to do what you have to do. And in so many times, being a pioneer, you need to do researches, you need to compare, and it does not mean the first attempt will be all right. There might be many failures, right, before you attain, which can result in a lot of time consuming. So that is what I will call Muturaya definition of
a
a pioneer.
And you have a right to your opinion, Muturaya. So thank you for sharing with the audience. So that individual who wants to start his or her own establishment, right, from the scratch. I'm not trying to, have it done because somebody else has done it before, but that individual is doing it in his own our way. And then you mentioned certain things about research. And I'm going to throw that out to say that, there is this research position that says that 80% of every startup, 80% of every startup tend to fail in the first year of their establishment.
That
so
is very correct.
Literally saying that, so 2 out of 10 will succeed in that first year, of them starting out. So, having said that, let me hear from Omolara. What does it take to be a pioneer? If 2 out of 10 are the only ones out of those pioneers starting from the scratch in their first year of establishment, what does it take to be there? What does it take? Is it like, it doesn't take anything, I just have to get it done? Or what are those things? Can you spell it out? Call it out to the audience. What are those things it takes for me to be a pioneer, for you to be a pioneer? Generally speaking, because I know industry will vary.
Definitely. Well, thank you for the question. I'm sorry, like I said, I'm sorry I'm late. So for you to be a pioneer, it's not something people think is easy the way they look at it. For you to be a pioneer, like Motrayo said, you need to make a lot of research. I mean, it takes your time, it takes everything about you, because you're doing something that nobody has done
It's
before.
done before,
Maybe
yeah.
exactly you're doing something that nobody has done before, or you're trying to do something that people will follow after you.
Mhm.
So you going in there for the first time, being the first person, it consumes your time, it consumes money. I mean, if you have to do that, instead of you to get something that has been working, then you decide you want to start from the scratch. It takes everything about you. And then you need to test things that you do
Mhm.
if it's working properly. If it's not working, then that means you have to,
Go
get
back to the drawing board.
exactly, you have to like go back to your drawing board, like you said, and you have to start all over again.
Mhm.
And you might even get some advice from investors, people that have done it before. I mean, you doing all that, it's consuming your time. Like I said, consuming your time, consuming your energy,
Okay.
your time, and everything about you. So instead of you doing that, why don't you look for something that has been working? That's my opinion.
Thank you, Malara. I appreciate you chiming in on that part, and I could hear Adebola speaking under her breath there. So I'm going to have her take it up from there. And
Uh,
so I hear a lot of things she mentioned. She talked about time, she talked about resources, she talked about, a lot of research together with what Muturayo had already said. So my mind is hearing hard work, hard labor, hard work, hard labor. Then it brings me to the next question. Would you rather prefer to work hard and do all of this hard work, or you would rather prefer to work smart? Adebola,
oh my,
reason why you
that's
tell us why you pick one of those two. Yeah.
yeah. I would prefer to work smart. I mean, some of the things that we know today, I just think about say, oh, if I'd known those things like years ago, I wouldn't be where I am today.
That's right.
So it's way better to work smart than hard. I mean, we work hard. We go to school, we come out, we look for a job, and we think that's the security we have and everything. But there is no security right there. You cannot just be an employee forever. And if you're looking to like start something of your own, or you're looking to like venture into having your own business, at the same time, you don't have to be a pioneer like we're talking about. You have to eliminate the stress, both emotionally, physically, in every way. The financially, you are eliminating a lot of things.
Mm,
So don't waste time on things that you don't need. Focus on the goal. Okay, focus on the goal. Don't waste time on trying to build a brick and mortar, or trying to get your employees, trying to think about customer service, trying to think about how this is going to work. Build on what is already working. That's what is going on these days. If you look around, especially if you're looking to work online, you don't even need to waste time. Why don't you just leverage what is working? You know, Instead of starting from the beginning, you still own your own business. It's still yours, but you are eliminating a lot of things that you shouldn't worry about. A lot of stress, a lot of headaches. Just you're getting rid of those things. So that's the way I see it. You don't need, like we're saying, to start from the beginning, to be the first person in that area or in that field to make your mark. No, you don't have to be. You could still be stand out by leveraging on something that is already working.
okay, thank you so much, Adebola. And
I
I would
don't know if
like Muturayo to.
I don't know if I answer your question. I'm thinking now that, oh,
What
what the
was my
question?
question? Yeah, my question was, what's your preference? Do you like working hard, or you like
No, no.
working smart?
I prefer to work smart.
So I inferred from your response that you're tilting towards working smart,
Hmm.
is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Mochiraya, how about you? And can you further on that particular position?
Well, my
Adebola would like to work smart. Would you like to work hard? And if I
well,
mean, what would you prefer?
I don't pray to work hard. I pray to work smart.
Not
Okay.
And
anymore.
I am working smart.
Right
Okay.
now, as you speak.
So
Okay.
I want us to look at these things from different perspectives,
Mhm.
Take
right?
us on that journey of
So
your smart working. Yeah.
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 thank you. So if you are here
Mhm.
listening to us, please try to understand us at this time. We are not saying being a pioneer is not good. It is good. It is good to always be the first person to do this, to
Mhm.
always be the first person to do that.
Brilliant
But
idea.
now,
Mhm.
if you are here listening to us and you are in the diaspora, I know you are not ready to start anything from the scratch because we wasted a lot of time
Mhm.
back in Africa, and coming down here, you are already starting from the scratch because
Right.
most of us are not doing what we studied back in Africa. You
Mhm.
are not working with the certificate you brought back here.
Mhm.
Okay? So you are already there. Okay? Now, you want to work, you want to start something of your own. How much time do you have left? How much time do you have, to stay with your kiddos, to even enjoy your own life,
Yeah.
like enjoying your life,
Mhm.
right? So, are you ready to start from the scratch? Or are you ready to build on a system that is already working, that I am already benefiting from, right?
That's
Every
right.
other lady here and 100,000 plus people, business minded people, are already benefiting from, right?
Mhm.
So I will over and over again choose to work smart and leverage on something that is already working rather than uh, going to study how to start my own African store, the situation, the location, what will work,
Mhm.
how to ship it,
The
how to
permit.
and if you think of
That's
it,
a lot.
so many people are in so many businesses now, right?
That's true.
So leverage what you are already using. And when we talk about leveraging, right, Modupe, look
Mhm.
at it that you are not just leveraging on the system that is already working.
Yeah.
You are leveraging on your phone that you are constantly on every day, every moment. You are leveraging on your computer, on your internet that you are paying for, right? That is it. Looking at it that, okay, how can I benefit from this? And not just benefit for now, benefit for now and for the future. So if you ask me, even in my dream, I would say I will always want to work
Of
smart.
course.
And yes, it's not just by the word of mouth, okay? If you're ready to work smart, you need to back it up by action. And
Action.
what
Yeah.
are those actions that are required? My dear, do your researches. Even if you want to be a pioneer, you can't just get up and be on the field.
Mhm.
You will do your findings. So if you want to leverage on the system, go ahead, do your findings. Okay? Do your findings about this, our system that is already working for thousands. When I say thousands, I mean thousands, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
And look at what will work for you. Okay? Thank you so much, Mutupe.
Thank you so much, Mutaraya. So, trying to piggyback on certain things you mentioned and touching on those pointers, making sure that our audience is out there, either listening to us or going to catch up on the replay. Follow through with this discussion. So, one of the things I've captured from all, I mean, these beautiful ladies had mentioned, and which we've been kind of been, we've been strong advocate of, is that, just having your typical 9 to 5 won't cut, it's not going to cut the deal. I mean, so business ownership in this age and time, it's what will actually afford you that stability and that will get you that, freedom that you need, not just for yourself emotionally, financially, but also for your family. And also, it gets you to a better spot where you need to be. And so we're looking at it from that angle today and saying, you know what, do you really need to start something from the scratch?
Hmm.
While we said, you know what, it's fine, you could do that. How about you looking out and see what are those things out there that it's already working? So I come from the standpoint of, if it's not broken, why fix it? So this is already working for some people. Why can't you leverage on that? So again, even if you're a pioneer and you're so successful, if you're so successful in that particular field, and you cannot replicate that success over and over again, I don't call that successful. Let me throw that to Molara. What would you say? So I am a pioneer. I am successful in my world, and that success of mine cannot be replicated. Would you call that being successful?
Not at all.
Can you buttress on that? Why would you say that?
The reason why I'm going to say that is that you being a pioneer and you did something that is probably working for you, and others cannot use it. Let me put it that way: like others cannot use it, and they cannot be successful even using it. So I would say, in my own world, I would rather look for something that has been working, which everybody has been saying. I'd rather get something that has been working, and then as long as people are using, unlike our business, I'm going to use that as an example, right? When I started this business with her, we were 75,000. That was in December last year. And as of today, presently, it's we're about 109,000 in the community. So I will call that a success, right? And then because people are leveraging on it, it is proving. People see that this is proving, this is working. That pioneer, whatever I put down, it might not work for everybody. Okay, what is going to work for me might not work for you, right? And so because our business is working for everybody, people are leveraging on it because it is proven, it is 100% and legit. And so if I have to be a pioneer and then I'm doing something like people cannot replicate success on it. So why do I have to go through that route? I don't have to go through that route. I have to go through the route of seeing people being successful with something that has been laid down.
Thank you.
Okay? All right.
Yeah, I
If
agree
I
with
can
you.
quickly chip in something
Okay,
there.
go
You
ahead.
know, we said something about a pioneer getting ready, having the mindset of, you are ready to have a lot of time on your hands. So if you do something as a pioneer and it's not working for the next 10 people after you, that means you are going back to the drawing board. That thing is not working. You go back to the drawing board and you have to fix some things so that whatever you are working on will be able to work for other people and they can use it and be successful in it. Do you get that logic now? So it is good to be a pioneer, but have it at the back of your mind that there will be a lot of failures before you can attain the level of you having
Actually
people
reaping your
trading on it.
successes.
Okay.
Actually reaping your successes.
Right, right. So it takes a lot.
Yeah, it takes a lot from that angle. And so, having said that, again, my definition of success, it's not just something I keep to myself, to my bubble, and that's it. If I can't share it, then it's not success.
Yeah.
Now, let's look at it from the secular perspective. So when, a particular individual in a particular, radar, they have to retire and they leave. We keep hearing things called, we hear, transitioning, and then we hear institutional knowledge loss. So they are losing. If they cannot have an individual in place who will be able to carry on, that individual, no matter how much success they might have attained, even in their lives, they've just failed. They have just failed. So the same analogy applies here in the world of business. And so we are of the opinion, and we are strong advocates, that if indeed, there is something in place that is working, it's not broken, it's proven, it's tested, it's global, it's legitimate, I can go on and on. Successes are replicated on a daily basis. So far, you stay committed and you follow the blueprint. Why don't you follow through? I'm going to allow Adebola to take us on a journey and tell our audience, she's like, who? And tell our audience, right? How our own type of business, our own digital type of business, I mean, has made us not necessarily pioneers of that particular business model, but has made us recipients of the benefits that that particular business model provides. And also, you also touch on that to our audience. Let them know what we have in stock for them in that perspective.
All right, thank you. All right, so we are not trying to say that it's anything is wrong with being a pioneer, or even those that already that maybe they've done anything wrong. We're just trying to say that there is a better way of doing things. There is a better way of achieving your dream if you're looking into owning your own business, or if you're looking into starting something. There is a better way that you can go, an easier way, an easier route that is going to save you all the stress. And
Mhm.
that's what we are. We all belong to the same business community, and we've seen, I mean, we have evidences, we have result that is proven, we have a community that is global, and we know that this thing works. So we're just trying to let you know that we've tried it and it works. And there are a lot of them out there, but we can only say much about what we do or where we are. So, and we are inviting you to try it, because what you don't really try, you wouldn't know if it will work for you or not. Okay, so we belong to a business community that started just a few years ago. Like Omolara mentioned, we are over 800,000 now members in that community, and we're still growing. And I know when I joined, we're like about maybe 60 or 50 something thousand, and now we're like over 100,000 people. That means that there is something there that is working. There is, it's the number alone speaks for itself.
He
You know,
doesn't tell lies.
we're really growing. Okay, and we've seen a lot of successful stories in this community. People are moving up. Some of us have shared some of our stories there on social media, so there is nothing hidden. In it, we share. Even our milestones, where how we're I mean, succeeding and all that. We share all that. So just so you know that this thing is real. Okay, so we talk about working smarter instead of working harder. It's just as simple as that. Forget about the old school of doing things. When people talk about money and everything, there is an old school and there is a new school. There's this saying that I came across, and it always rings in my head, that knowledge is the new money. And that's the thing. All you need is knowledge. Know the right way, know the right thing, know the right steps, the right actions to take. Don't
At the
just
right time.
at the right time. Don't just do it on your own. You cannot go on your own. You need information, you need knowledge. Seek the knowledge, do your research, find out what is working, talk to people, try it. And even you don't even need to commit yourself. Try it out and see if it's working, and maximize the reward that you're going to get from that. You're going to be maximizing your results, so you are not putting in too much that you would have put in if you were supposed to start from the beginning. You're starting, like, it's like some of the work has been done for you, so you're starting at a level whereby you're just putting in yourself and then you're getting results, depending on how much you put in anyway, how serious you are with your business. So our business is legit, it works for us. We talk about it, we say it loud, and we're inviting you using this medium to try it out. All you need to do now, you could see our website on the screen, the four of us. Just check any of those websites. You'll be able to register for our complimentary workshop, and that's all you need to do to check out this business. From that workshop, you will learn about the things that this business is about, what it can do for you, why you should even go online. We are online business owners. Why you should go online, what are the benefits of being an online business owner. Some of those information you get from the workshop. Also, you will see other people that have joined this community, that have stories to tell. They share their stories, their successes. You see them, and also hear their stories, so that you know that this is not just a hearsay. It's real. We're telling you now, and you will see during the workshop. So all you need to do is just register with your name and your email and sit down and watch that free workshop. That's all you need to do. Then you can make your decision, but not taking action, it's not the best. You need to take that action. It's something that affects a lot of us. It leads to a lot of wins or losses. If you don't take action, nothing happens. If you take action, then you get the result either way. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Adebola. I appreciate you wrapping things up and trying to tell our audience what they need to do if they would like to join the train, right, and join the success train. And so one of the things you mentioned was knowledge is the new money. So meaning that even the word of God says, "My people perish for lack of knowledge." For those of you who are probably I've heard that before, and maybe are probably in the Christian fold, meaning that when that knowledge is not available, there is a tendency for an individual to derail, or
Yeah.
there is a tendency for an individual to probably continue doing what he or she is doing and thinking, you know what, that is the best. There is no other alternative out there because he or she is not, is not open to that information, is not open to that particular resource that he or she can make use of and run with it. And I would like to share this to say that Mark Hunter said that, it's not a matter of getting the right opportunity because in this age and time there are opportunities out there.
Really.
It's only if you are not open to it or you
Wait.
are excluded to receive it. There are opportunities out there. However, what is most important is how are you handling that particular opportunity? Are you handling it rightly? So it's not about getting the right opportunity, but it's about, getting the opportunity and handling it rightly. So you're hearing us now. Are you just listening and said, well, you probably have heard that before and you've done nothing about it? The opportunity is presented to you on a platter of gold, but what are you doing about it? Are you using it rightly? Because again, opportunity waits for no man. Some of us, probably hopped on way back then, and we see the benefit, and we are thanking ourselves for making that decision, as of now. Before we kind of get to the final ground, I would like for in 1 minute, Muturaya, and because we're kind of getting to the tail end, in 1 minute, yourself and Omolara, can you tell our audience? Because again, establishing a business, it's not going to the park. It's not like walking in the park. It's not easy. It's not you know what I mean. It's not something you say, oh, it's not easy peasy lemon squeezy. But it's in this age and time, especially with the online space, we've made things such that when you plug into a community, it will be like a walk in the park for you, and it will be as if you are getting through on a lemon, it's lemon easy squeezy. But so Moturayo, a lot of people in the business world, they don't have access to coaches, they don't have access to mentors, and so because of that, there's nobody to walk them through it. There's nobody to walk them and hold their hands through it. One of the very critical characteristics in our own business world is that we are assigned mentor and coaches for life.
Yeah.
Meaning, I am not on this journey alone. I am not on this journey alone. Can you just touch on that base and let the audience know in 1 minute, yourself and Omolara, how has that helped you in building your business?
Yeah, thank you so much for that. That is one of the many things that I enjoy in this business. So there is this adage in Africa, in Nigeria to be precise, that says one tree cannot be called a forest, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So when I watched the webinar, I was like, okay, I want to know more. I made my notes, put down everything. Then I reached out. And
Mhm.
you know what? The person I reached out to happened to be speaking my own mother tongue. And I was like, okay, I'm done speaking English with you. Let's
Mhm.
come to my level.
Mhm.
Come to my level. Talk to me. Because you know where I came from is far off. I don't want to, I mean, do something that is not legitimate and all of that. And we
And get
crack
you
joke
lost.
about that. But one amazing thing is this, okay? If you see this lady and myself now, we are like sister and we are like twin
Great.
because If there is any day we don't talk to ourselves, we're like, is everything okay with this person? And that is how it is with Omolara, with Modupe, with Adebola, with so many other business owners.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because we look after the interests of ourselves,
One another, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
right? You have coaches, you have a coach assigned to you have a mentor assigned to you, and you have several other people,
That you could reach out to.
several other people that you
Thank
can
you.
reach out to. And once, I mean, they hear your voice or they read your message, they are right back there with you to see in what way they can help you, or you can even help. If you are looking at any way you can like volunteer to help people succeed in life, my dear, join this train. Okay? I am so blessed that I am a business owner, a digital business owner, and someone that is so scared of technology like myself. I am not doing this alone, right?
Yeah.
Someone is there to put me through. And guess what? This girl is now a pro. Oh my God. Thanks
Mm-hmm.
to this business and my loving business partners in the journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Motoraya. 1 minute to you, Molara.
But right.
Did I spend more than a minute?
Oh, no,
I'm
no, no.
sorry.
No, you didn't spend more
Try
than a
not say
minute,
it
just
all.
10
I'm
seconds.
just gonna say,
A few seconds. Okay, Adebola said
my,
you don't
my
have 1 minute.
my journey so far in this community has been a blessed one because I'm not by myself. I mean, coming into this community, I met these beautiful ladies, business partners. I mean, ordinarily, if I don't have this business, there is no way I can. There is no way I can know them. I might
Mm-hmm.
know them, but it might not be from this business. It might even be years later. You
Another
know,
word.
exactly in another probably in another world. So we coming into this community. I mean, you coming into our community, you're not going to be by yourself. We are mentors, and as we are mentors, we have coaches
Mm-hmm.
also, and these coaches are out there, always there for us every day. If you call them 12 a.m., believe me, and you definitely get a response. So don't be skeptic. I mean, don't panic. Okay, we are here for you. We're gonna hold your hand. We are into this together. It's
Thank
not
you.
that you're just gonna start and you'll be like, okay, who am I gonna talk to? There's nobody. No, we are here for you. Your coaches are there, and that's the huge thing I really enjoy in this community, knowing people in different part of the world. I might decide to go to UK tomorrow, go to Austria tomorrow. I don't have to worry that, oh, I don't know anybody here. As long
Yeah,
as we go into the community,
that's a
I look
good
for
one.
people around that community, in that community, man, I'm good to go. So
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
have any worries, okay?
Good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, ladies, for chiming in. I really appreciate that. I just wanted for our audience out there to know that we also have a very, very unique characteristic in this particular business type, which affords us the opportunity of the coach as well as the mentorship program, which makes it so robust. We are not alone. We have someone, checking after us. We have accountability partners,
Yeah.
making sure that we are doing what we should be doing. Have those individuals, not necessarily our coaches or our business or our mentors, but even, co-business partners on the
Right.
same milestone, trying to, check over each other to make sure that you're doing what you should be doing. And together we are growing. I mean, the list goes on, audience, but for lack of time, we will be wrapping today's series. We'll be wrapping it up for another, week's episode. But we just want for you to take home today and know that you can stand out. You can be that pro, just like Muturaya mentioned. You can stand out and become, that individual that will be like the pride to the community without you being a pioneer. Respect to the pioneers, respect to the innovators of our days. But we
Right.
are just saying in this age and time, things have changed. Certain things, have changed. Certain things needs to move on and embrace that change and let that change resonate with you, just like we are doing in our business world. We are all thriving, by the way, like you've
Mhm.
heard us say all the time. We in our community, we educate, we teach, we mentor together, we coach individuals who are hunger for change, and we bring them up together, you know, helping them, build and start their own business. I mean, leveraging on the various, power of attraction, power of social media, as well as power of automation. We hope to see you another time. And until next time, be safe, take care. And we have 55 days to the end of the year. We still have more than enough days, okay, folks, to kickstart that action that you have to do.
Yes,
Repeat
yes, yes.
your goals and let it go. Let it go. If we can, you can. See
And
you
Hallelujah.
another time.
all right,
Bye
thank
for
you.
now.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Good night.